Okay, just a quick video here kind of summing up what's developed this morning. Just thought I'd go around the board because that's what I do. I have a whole bunch of stocks that I track and see what's developing. And again, maybe this will be a little clearer than typing it out on text. If I just go around, like Crocs was one I was watching, and I did get aggressive when it was kind of green on the opening bar, buying it up here. But then I saw it did sell off a little bit on that first bar. Sometimes I do that. I get very aggressive when it's breaking above these overnight highs, anticipating it's going to be green on that first bar. Once I see it settling back, I either get right out and maybe try again later, or I watch it closely, kind of the midpoint of this first bar. In this case, like I had texted, I was watching it closely. It started green, and then you're targeting that first high again. But since it kind of paused on this bar, I just exited with a very small loss, like a point. And now it's just kind of sitting here. It still might head up higher, but and the stop to me is still below the midpoint of that first green bar. But I just can tell price action wise, these things should happen pretty quickly near the open. If not, then it's just not worth being in it. So that was just a stock I gave a shot to. But then at the same time, I was looking at CrowdStrike because it's a stock I follow, and it was moving nicely above this, again, overnight high. Same type of pattern as Crocs, but this one did close green, and then it followed through for like 4 bars. So it actually still looks great for even if it pauses a little bit, it should make another push higher. There's no resistance on the daily chart. So this was a nice gainer heading higher. And then Adobe, which is down here, this is a typical stock like I was talking about that started out red and kind of paused, and then it made a new intraday high here. So that's where I jumped in because, again, I like the context of it on the daily chart. And now we're moving up for 2 bars. And, at some point, I'll just have to see. I have no problem taking profits coming up pretty soon on this next push up, even if it goes much higher. But there's no real resistance here either. So this one looks good for some more green to take a little profit. So for me, that was the main trading. Big win on CrowdStrike. Looks like a nice win on Adobe, and then a very small loss on Croc. Now, the other stocks that look good that I didn't trade, NVIDIA, you can see here, had this green bar open. Whoop, let me get the mouse. That was a very good opening trade opportunity if you were tracking it. Other stocks like Apple started green, but then just kind of paused and went lower. So nothing there. You can see like Facebook started red and went lower, nothing there. Netflix kind of had a red to green move, but it was kind of approaching this, when it was making a green reversal, it was also approaching this resistance. So that's a tricky one. You can see here it's kind of selling off. It's not really following through. So that, nothing there. And Tesla had another great looking first green bar and then resumption higher. So this was a good trading stock today. Some of the other ones like Coin, open red and never really gave me a green reversal. So there was nothing to do there. And I was showing you this BRPM stock that, at the very first bar, it kind of had an open, then it went lower, and it just kind of grinding in a trading range here. So this was a hot stock maybe of the morning that really didn't go anywhere on that first bar. And then there was no great price pattern here to follow through higher, so nothing to do on that one. So again, CrowdStrike, that really still looks good. There's nothing about this stock that's slowing down, and this was the big winner on the day, and that's what it is for me. I just look for several different stocks. Some are big winners. I cut my losses very short, and most of them are small winners at the worst, and then break even if I don't like the follow through. So that's why the game makes sense when you look for these patterns. But I don't really see anything else on the board that looks, great right now. I'm just looking, NVIDIA's part. What I would do here is any of the stocks that are heading up, like a Tesla, if this would now pull back, for an afternoon trade, if I can see a good, just orderly red pullback and then one push higher, I might try those trades later. But these are the way I look at the opening trades with the strong 15-minute bars, or in the case of Adobe, like a red to green kind of a move early on. So I just wanted to show that. So that's it for trading today. Just wanted to summarize.